Uh, we have with us Mr. Nikhil Kalane, consultant, management consulting, energy and chemicals, PwC. He leads chemical practice in PwC, and whatever his views, he is expressing his views. It is his personal view. So, uh, good afternoon, Nikhil.
Good afternoon, Mr. Praveen.
How important is hydrogen policy for India?
Yeah, surely. So, hydrogen, specifically the green hydrogen policy, which has recently come up, is really important to India. Uh, in the aspect that India has already committed to net zero transition by 2070. So, green hydrogen can be an important lever to actually implement that policy in a way. So, that's how we believe that India is definitely has importance for this green hydrogen policy.
And when do we see this policy taking off?
Yeah, certainly I see some traction in the industry when it comes to green hydrogen. So companies are definitely looking forward to the advantages, the benefits that this policy has got. And as you look at the applications, so majorly hydrogen goes into fertilizers, basically the ammonia and the derivatives, methanol, and there are other applications like refineries. So we see that majority of the hydrogen going to methanol and ammonia. So there companies are keen to invest and look for feasibility studies, whether green hydrogen, green ammonia will be. So it will depend on basically the price and the upliftment of the technology in this space.
When do we see, or which sector will be the initial user of green hydrogen in India?
Yeah, so there could be a couple of sectors. It actually depends on the company which is looking forward. Definitely, we also look. We also have to look. Yeah. Okay.
The answer part.
Yeah. So there are a couple of sectors which will definitely be at the forefront when it comes to implementing green hydrogen. So refinery being one of them. So I see already companies monetizing their hydrogen assets and coming up with green hydrogen setups. Secondly, in the fertilizer sector, where a lot of ammonia and its derivatives are manufactured using hydrogen. So these are a couple of sectors where we'll see that green hydrogen coming forward soon.
How will green hydrogen contribute to India achieving net zero by 2070?
Yeah, so if you look at the technology by which green hydrogen is manufactured, there is no CO2 emission, and this is the important aspect. Why green hydrogen will play an important lever in the overall net zero policy. So you can imagine complete CO2 cutoff, by using green hydrogen in certain applications. So that's how it will contribute to India's economy, as well as there are certain sectors, for example, which imports natural gas, for example, fertilizer sector. So if you are using hydrogen in place of the hydrogen which is generated by reforming of naphtha and natural gas, so there definitely import dependency on the imports will decrease. And this is why it is important again.
And what are the implementation challenges with respect to green hydrogen?
So today, typically the grey hydrogen, which is manufactured using naphtha or natural gas, is priced at around 150 to 180 rupees per kg. So now green hydrogen, on the other hand, is expensive, which is roughly around 350 to 450 rupees per kg. So whenever we see that the cost going down by 2030, 2035, and there are certain challenges. Basically, the scale at which the hydrogen will be manufactured, the renewable energy potential, because renewable energy will essentially be needed to manufacture green hydrogen. So we see that these challenges, when they will be overcome by utilization of technology at scales, by the learning curve which we see. So we believe that that time green hydrogen will actually come into play, and this will be no sooner than 2030.
Thank you, Nikhil, for talking to Indian Chemical News.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen.